Its results just days after neighbors brought concerns to KOIN 6 about a city-sanctioned homeless site proposed in a floodplain area. The city now says those neighbors were right, and that site now scrapped. Elise Haas spoke to community leaders about the homeless sites that are still on the table in the selection process. And what do we know about them? What did you discover, Elise?
Well, Jeff, just like I talked to the residents in the Brentwood-Darlington neighborhood, they came to me with their concerns about the site being selected in a flood zone, and now that's been nixed. The Hazelwood Neighborhood Association has reached out to me as well with their concern about this site location at Southeast 122nd and Burnside. They say there's heavy traffic, car fumes, and gun violence.
We understand that siting has to be done, but do it in a way that's holistic and benefits not just the people who need the shelter, but the entire community.
Arlene Kimura has been the president of the Hazelwood Neighborhood Association for 2 decades. She's concerned about the proposed Safe Rest Village site at Southeast 122nd and Burnside. Arlene contacted Commissioner Dan Ryan's office in mid-September before the announcement to have a meeting to discuss Safe Rest Village sites and reached out again this week requesting a meeting. Nothing came of it.
People in Kenton feel pride in the Kenton Women's Village, which they helped create.
So I contacted the executive director of Catholic Charities of Oregon, Richard Burkle, because he has experience running Kenton Women's Village, and he's critical of how the city handled announcing the new Safe Rest Village sites.
And I think the city missed an opportunity. It still can go back to say, look, we're looking for partners. You know, we have the land, but we need your ideas about how to develop and manage these villages.
He says including neighborhood input and local volunteers is key to success.
But plopping it in a cookie cutter, what feels like basically a cookie cutter solution to a citywide problem in your neighborhood doesn't feel as engaged. It doesn't feel very much like this is something I'm going to own. It feels very adversarial.
He suggests the city and the county get the neighborhoods involved with deciding who the service providers will be, the barriers to entry for residents, and the rules on sites as soon as possible. And the neighborhoods that I've talked to have made it very clear to me that they really want to be involved in this process. They know that this is a tough solution to solve. Now, I have reached out to Commissioner Dan Ryan's office and his spokesperson for the Safe Rest Villages to figure out what specific criteria they're using to vet these sites. You know, how is it possible that they chose an area in a floodplain? And I will say the answers that I got today, we really didn't get straight answers. So that's something that we're going to continue to seek out and we'll follow up with you on. But I also reached out and asked for an interview with Commissioner Dan Ryan and to see if he'll sit down with Arlene and the Hazelwood Neighborhood Association to talk with them about this process. And his office didn't respond. Live in Southeast Portland, Elise Haas, KOIN 6 News.